What is up YouTube, and welcome to this The Boys video. So I was just chilling between sets at the gym and saw one crazy theory on Reddit, which I will link in the description. This theory was that Homelander and Stormfront are actually mother and son. Yes, after that insane ending last episode, well, this idea is beyond grim, but what else would you really expect from a show that constantly is disgusting and shocks us at every single corner? I wanted to break out this theory, and on the car ride home it all started to fall into place for me. There will be some comic book spoilers, so be careful should you decide to watch this video to the end, and let's continue. We know that Stormfront herself used to be a racist superhero called Liberty, and in the late 1970s she attacked a black man and murdered him, and soon after disappeared, but has now resurfaced as the seemingly feminist superhero Stormfront, albeit she is still incredibly racist. It is important to remember that in the comics, Stormfront was created as the first super, and this was created by Vought in Nazi Germany, and this was in the 1940s, of course. But later on, this was kind of repackaged, and Soldier Boy was kind of presented as one of the first superheroes. And this was mentioned by Stan in the show as well, as Soldier Boy was shown to the public as the first one to be used with Compound V, but let's forget all about that in the public eye nonetheless, and the public will come to know Compound V later on. And this was all done after Vought defected to the United States. Now, Stormfront, still young, was repackaged as a superhero for Vought American and a member of the Team Payback. Now, the question is, why the heck did Stormfront disappear in the late 1970s? Well, I want to put out the idea here that she actually became pregnant with Homelander at this time. Now, the timelines do actually match up, with Homelander being in the 1980s and then being used by Vought to create the perfect superhero, and they later gave him the whole alien Superman backstory, which was all lies. Stormfront in the comics' DNA was actually used to create Homelander. We'd learned this after Stormfront was killed by Billy the Butcher and the rest of the boys. And many of us did wonder, why have they changed the gender of Stormfront? Not a problem. It just seems a bit surprising considering the character and nature of the comic book version. But it would mean that they can take the idea of DNA being used to another level. Vought American could have used her to birth Homelander. She can take the hit of more Compound V, and what if she was kind of created to be pregnant and was used as a legacy character or legacy hero, and then pumped with even more Compound V in utero? And she also shares Homelander's immense invulnerability, which we saw. Now, did Vought use her to create Homelander, or did they simply learn that she became pregnant? Well, I think that this was all an accident, and Vought learned of this and seized the opportunity. It is almost like Homelander's son Ryan, where after what Homelander did to Becca, she went straight to Vought, who helped her give birth and now keep her prisoner. In her birth scene, she almost died, and she did actually die in the comics, but Stormfront would have been able to withstand the process of giving birth to this immensely superpowered baby. Stormfront is also absolutely completely nuts, just like Homelander. Stormfront is a clear-cut racist and psychopath, and it would make sense that Homelander had inherited some of this nonetheless, and we also saw him indoctrinated to his character, just like Stormfront would have been to start believing the evil views of the Nazis. Homelander as a child did not know his true parents, and even killed one of his tutors after asking if she is his mother, which we saw in a first look for Season 2. This clearly shows that his mother will be a major plot point moving forward. So we have a mother who secretly gave birth to her son and was used by Vought to become Homelander. Vought must have loved this, as he would have been a legacy hero, and this would explain why he is so immensely powerful. Also, all of this will explain why Stan chose Stormfront of all people to join the Seven. A mother figure is missing this season, as Stillwell is dead, and she clearly kept Homelander in check until, well, she didn't. So Stan may have decided that actually, this time, let's bring in his real mother, except she is totally and unequivocally wrong in the head, just like Homelander. She has a clear interest in Homelander, and she wanted to help him from the start. She's offered to help him with her meme machine, and I kind of feel that she sees him as the future and the second coming of an evil person, which I can't mention lest I be demonetized. She's able to manipulate him for her own gain and also keep him in check for vought. Maybe the mother-son dynamic had to go to a weird place for him to actually stay grounded. I mean, his previous mother figure / lover couldn't fight back, and it's now clear that Stormfront can easily give as good as she gets, which he seems to actually respect. And we know that she absolutely is disgusting to everyone else, but she seems to be nice to Homelander. So there is that. But let me know what you think in the comments on this one. Are you interested in this to go forward? Are you absolutely disgusted like I am if this does happen? But it's the boys, so I'm not really sure what else we should be expecting from this. But do drop a like down below as it helps us out massively with this algorithm, and do subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.